Eritrea today officially responded to a speech delivered by the Ethiopian Prime Minister 2 days ago. TPLF issued a statement yesterday, and Eritrea just an hour ago responded through Minister of Information of Eritrea. Minister of Information of Eritrea slammed Ethiopian Prime Minister and General of the Ethiopian military, Chief of Staff of the military, and Bacha Dable, who is now serving as ambassador. He is a general. What is Eritrea saying? Details for you in this video. Before that, I have an alarming piece of information for you from the Amhara region. I want to share with you what is happening in an area in the Amhara region for months. Innocent civilians are the victims there. This video is both for the government and Fano. What are they doing? Who is responsible for the crimes happening there in this part of the region, which I'm going to mention? I'm talking about Vrata to Debre Tabor Road. Along this road, so many incidents have happened that we have lost count of the incidents. Truck drivers are kidnapped, they are killed. All that happens between Vrata and Debre Tabor. Between Alimbar and Veggie. I think there is a forested area close to the road, and criminal elements, criminal gangs are operating there. Whenever they want to, they kidnap truck drivers. Yesterday, they killed one truck driver in the same spot, and they kidnapped two. I have placed the picture of the truck driver who was killed yesterday. This man, innocent man, a truck driver, his truck was stopped between Veggie and Alimbar. The armed men shot him dead. They took two other drivers with them. They'll demand ransom. Where is Fano? Where is government? Fano, this area is South Gondar, by the way. South Gondar has huge Fano presence. Why can't Fano fighters make this road safe for the people, for the civilians? Or are they involved in these attacks on drivers? And where is military? They claim to be in control of 90% of Amhara. And this is what is happening in this area for months. I think one PP convoy was also attacked in this area last year. I did a video on that. So I think both Fano and military should have some mercy on the people who are suffering. By road travel is very risky. If these truck drivers go on strike, the region will be paralyzed. But they cannot go on strike because their livelihoods depend on what they do. Secondly, was Eritrea today officially responded to the speech delivered by Ethiopian parliament 48 hours ago. Ethiopian PM spoke at the parliament, a fiery speech by the PM, but in an analytical live chat, I said that the Prime Minister faked anger. He was not desperate, but he tried to show that he was desperate. His speech was meant to be a message for the Americans who are mediating talks between Ethiopia and Egypt. Another country is also involved. I'll share that hopefully in tonight's live chat. Eritrea issued a statement through its Ministry of Information. Yemane Gebremeskel issued a statement. Yemane criticized three Ethiopian leaders. He criticized the Ethiopian Prime Minister, the Chief of Staff of the Ethiopian military, and General Bacha Dable. general of ENDF, who is serving as Ethiopian ambassador to Kenya these days. Yemene Gebremeskel firstly said that Ethiopian Prime Minister, head of Potemkin party, he is fond of calling PP party Potemkin party. He said, head of Potemkin party is suffering from historical amnesia. That the Prime Minister of Ethiopia in his speech said that he tried to find the documents, the minutes of meeting about secession of Eritrea in 1993, but he could not find the documents. This is what the PM said in his speech. Yemene said the Prime Minister is forgetting that in July 2018, a peace deal was signed between Ethiopia and Eritrea when Abiy and Isaias met. And in that deal, Ethiopia committed to respect Eritrean sovereignty and territorial integrity. Ethiopian PM is talking about 1993 documents. Is he forgetting what he signed, what he committed to in 2018? How can now he question Eritrean territorial integrity while he committed to respect it in 2018? Yes. Argument makes sense. Definitely it makes sense. Secondly, Yemene said that Ethiopian military chief of staff said in a statement that it was ENDF which invaded Eritrea in 1998. Eritrean military defended. Ethiopian National Defense Force was the aggressor. Chief of Staff of the ENDF said that, I think, some time ago. Thirdly, the Eritrean Minister of Information criticized Bacha Dabele. He said Bacha Dabele said in the past that Ethiopian military in 2000 suffered a defeat on Bore front when military ENDF wanted to march into Eritrea to take over Assab. Bacha Dabele admitted that in a talk some time ago. And now Bacha Dabele is saying that Assab is Ethiopian heritage. They return to Ethiopia. That's what Bacha Dabele said 2 days ago. Basically, Yemene is saying that Abiy's talk that Ethiopia has considerable military leverage over Eritrea, that Ethiopia can just destroy Eritrea in a short period of time, is an exaggeration. In the past, ENDF waged war on Eritrea, confirmed by an ENDF chief of staff, and then ENDF suffered a crushing defeat in Bore. This is what history is. And this is what historical fact is confirmed by Ethiopian military officers. So how can Ethiopia say now that it has considerable military leverage over Eritrea? It can destroy Eritrea. It can just make Eritrea like Palestine, like Ukraine. Abiy said, by the way, in the parliament that if war erupts, then there'll be no one to stop Ethiopia. He compared Ethiopia to Russia and Israel, that Ethiopia can crush Eritrea, just like Russia is crushing Ukraine. Israel crushed Gaza. But Yemene says that this is not what history is telling us. In the past, Ethiopia suffered immense losses and it tried to invade Eritrea. So basically, Yemene is saying that the logic, the arguments given by the Ethiopian leaders, including Prime Minister, Chief of Staff, and others, are not convincing. Eritrea can defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity. History is a witness to Eritrean resilience and Eritrean capabilities. That is why, instead of suffering from historical amnesia, Ethiopian leaders should stop such provocative actions. Let's see what happens. So far, tensions are rising, no signs of de escalation. So far, it's a war of words between Eritrea and Ethiopia. Hopefully, it won't turn into an actual physical war. Thanks for watching.